All right, day 2, and a lot of people mowing their lawns today, but it's just like so for a while, I had no trolls, no Doxxers, none of that stuff. And then they kind of come out of the woodwork all of a sudden, saying lies. Like for some reason, all of them. It's probably one person with multiple accounts, which is really sad. And they just keep making it one after another, saying first how I'm 31 years old. Never have I ever said I was 31 years old. And 2, how I'm just like, man, I should really read these messed up comments. I probably will one day, just read every single comment that I get, because it's really laughable. And I mean, like, these people have some sort of mental illness, I think. But yeah, there's nothing you can really do other than block, report, delete. But it just like gets tiring listening to these fools. But anyways, getting back into filming my Becoming David Goggins series. I'm getting back into that. I listened to an Alex Hormozy thing today. Sat still for like an hour, so meditated, getting into the sitting still and meditation. There's a good quote by Dave Pascal. I think I first heard it on a podcast with Naval Ravikant, and the quote goes something like, if you can't sit still in a room, a man's greatest fears come from the inability to sit with himself alone in a room. Something along those lines. Because we're always busy doing stuff. There's never really any silence for the majority of the world if you don't have a meditation practice or just silence practice. Because when you're silent, that's where the mind gets uncomfortable, and that's where you grow the most, and you figure out like, hey, I just don't want to be on this hamster wheel of always doing, always trying to, I don't know, fill my mind with noise. There's like a pandemic of like information overload. Like, people are always asking for the outside world to fix their problems, whether it's through podcasts, therapists, experts. And I think we have all the answers. I've said this multiple times. We have all the answers within. The key is, 1, putting in the action and doing what we know we should do. And 2, listening to ourselves. And for that, it requires being in silence and stillness. So, yeah. What else? They were also saying I was like getting scammed by my old boss. I've known this boss for many years, and I've worked with him for many years. I've done caterings even after getting out of the restaurant industry. Also, like, once I left the restaurant industry, I've still done caterings with this guy maybe like 3-4 times. So I've been with him. Like, he's helped me out a lot of times. Like I said, he looks to me as family. Like, it's gonna be a really, and he knows business. He does, and he's a great person to learn from. He's been successful in like opening many restaurants. He's done caterings. He's done like sold essential oils to different businesses and sauces, and he's built orphanage, not an orphanage, but like a school over in Morocco. He's done just different various projects, but he's always worked for himself, and that's what he told me. Like, he wants me like to to eventually like be able to work for myself and not be, and that's what I want too, like not to be told what to do. Like I set my own hours. I'm in charge of what I'm making, what I'm bringing in. So I think these caterings, he said it'll start getting busy. Like September, October, November, I'll see like what I can fit in when I'm not doing these caterings in terms of like my strength training, my miles, my races, all that stuff I'll need to just figure that out once that happens. But what was I talking about? But yeah, I'm gonna learn a lot from it. And I have also this really, like, I don't need to prove myself on here. I always feel like when these people come at me lying, assuming, judging, that I have to prove myself, because I don't have to prove myself to anybody. And people can believe what they want to believe, but it's like when they talk about me, that's okay. I get it. They're insecure. But when they start mentioning and doxing and mentioning like my people in my life, their names, their occupations, it's messed up. It really is. Like you can talk about me all I want. Autistic, how I'm getting scammed left and right, well then they start mentioning my dad. That's messed up too, but anyways. I guess it comes with the territory of being on YouTube, and I was young and naive back in the day when I put my full name out there. I didn't know people like trolls and doxers that even existed. I didn't know what doxing even meant until I had to look it up. So, like, I came on YouTube years ago, 9 years, 10 years, maybe even longer than that. Naive, young, and just like trusting. Then through like these experiences, it's like I do regret putting my name out there, saying where I lived, all that stuff, because I didn't know. Like, I was young and naive. But you live and you learn. So, what else could I say? Yeah, today, so I did do my meditation. That's pretty challenging. 1 hour just sitting still. I ate PB and bread, peanut butter, bananas, and agave nectar. Had that. It's a pretty warm day today. So I'll probably get my miles in later, knock out my push-ups after this video, and what else? Yeah, he said I'd meet with them the 10th, well the 11th is the catering, that's also my dentist appointment. What else? For one, I know that anything's possible. Like, I've done some pretty amazing endurance events, and I know I can get back there. And I know I've been consistent in the past, so if I've done it in the past, I can do it again. I know I can like get into that ultra endurance shape. One, I know I can pack on muscle and strength because I've done that before. I know that one, I can make it to over a year being celibate. So it's like I've done it before. I know I can do it again. That helps. Just in the back of my mind, saying, okay, I've gone 365 days, maybe close to even 400. I can do it again. I know I can make the streak even better. I know I can dial in even more because I've done it. It's like, it's so much easier to get back when you've already done it before. The hard thing is like when you've never done it and when it's an unknown. And anyways, I'm just looking forward to what's lying ahead, and call me autistic all you want. I know, one, if I wanted to, I could date any girl in the world. Anybody. I know, although I choose to be alone and in solitude a lot of times, which is a lot more peaceful, how I'm perfectly, like, I'm not socially anxious. I can talk to people, and people, surprisingly, they still, like they know me, like they reach out to me, and they miss me, and like running groups and yoga groups and people I used to hang out with still reach out. But I'm not some antisocial person. Yes, I used to be shy in the past, but I'm not shy anymore. I'm really not. I used to be afraid of ordering food, or now it's just like, okay, cool. I walk up, order my food. Anyways, what else? What else? Anyways, let's get these push-ups in. Update, day 2. I feel like there's more, but I'm getting back into talking in front of a camera, which I'm not really used to. I do have to clean my car today for to put stuff in for caterings and stuff. But I'm gonna be like a self-contract. I don't want to get into that. Anyways, day 2. Let's get it.